Everyone, so today I'm going to be doing a highlighting and contouring video. This video has been extremely requested on my Instagram, so I thought I might as well show you how I get my contour. But if you guys want to learn how I personally contour, then keep on watching. So this is my before and after photo. The before photo is in the box to the right. You can probably see a huge difference in my nose and in my cheeks, but yeah, let's get started. The brush I'm using is from Tarte. I'm not 100% sure if they sell this by themselves. I got it in a gift set. It really would just get right into my cheekbone here. It is also tapered, so it's not just a flat brush on top, or it's not just a rounded top. So basically what that's going to give you is the most pressure in the tip of the brush. So when you have product on that and you put it in there, it'll give you more of a faded effect. Other than that, if it were to be a flat brush, if I were to go into contour, it would most likely just be kind of a strip, like a block of bronzer down my cheek. Also what I've seen people do is they just take a big fluffy brush like this and they pinch it like this. And I don't think that way works as well, just because if I were to put bronzer in here and I pinched it, which means the bristles would be super compact. If I were to put it in here, it could be a super harsh line. Anastasia just doesn't really flow with me, so it's gonna be the Anastasia contour kit. And for winter time, preferably I like to use more cool tone colors. I usually generally like to use more cool tone colors throughout the year. I usually stick to this one, but I'm gonna use a bit of this one as well, just because it will help deepen it up, as well as it does have the tiniest bit of a warm tone undertone to it as well. If I were to connect the end of my lip to the top of my ear, that's where I want to focus it. I feel like this is going to be super hard to talk through this. What I like to do is suck in my cheeks just so I could really see my cheekbone area. And what I like to do is take it down and buff it up like this. So what I also like to do is bring down that bronzer a bit, just for the extra contouring. So after I've contoured my cheek, I usually like to go under my jawline like this, as well as down my neck a bit. Sorry, I've been looking in the viewfinder this whole video just because I'm kind of using that as a mirror as well. And when I show products up like this, I like to see what I'm pointing at, other than just like keep looking here, as well as I like to go right under my lip. And then I'm gonna repeat what I did on this cheek to the other side. So for my forehead, right now I generally just use this shade, just because I don't want it to look like I have loads of bronzer on my forehead. The cool tone color isn't as like, whoa, there's some bronzer. So I put the bronzer on the sides of my forehead as well as at the very top. So the next thing I contour is my nose. And for my nose, I switch between the same two shades that I use to contour my cheeks. And I just do the tiniest bit on my MAC 217 brush. So personally, I like to go down the sides of my nose. And then also on the tip of my nose. What I sometimes do is totally optional, and you could take a lighter face powder or a white eyeshadow. I'm just using this white eyeshadow. It's just a random palette. And I'm going to be taking that same brush that we used before. And I just put that under my eyes kind of the tops of my cheekbones here. Then I like to bring it on my forehead. On my chin a bit, and I usually like to put it around my lips a bit just in case there's any darkness there. This is where you could kind of fix up the lines if you went a little too far down with your bronzer. You can kind of just put it down here and it'll also clean it up. So for highlighting, what I use is I first use the Benefit What's Up highlighter. It's just a cream stick highlighter, and I first just apply it a bit with my fingers. I take some off the top and I apply it to the tops of my cheekbones. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. So after I do the side, I also take that white eyeshadow, and you can just take it down your nose as well if you'd like. Then on the other side, just do the same. And then what I like to do, because I like extra highlighter, I'm going to go in my contour kit again and taking the highlighting color here. And I just use the tiniest bit and I put it over that again. So this is my finished highlighting and contouring video. Just comment down if you guys have any suggestions. I leave what I use in my description box as well as my Instagram. Anyways guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.